Jody Davis is having none of the 1988 Fleer nonsense. Baseball cards reached something of a local maximum in 1987 when all three major manufacturers issued sets with definable character and at least some hint of scarcity. Well, maybe not Topps. It may not have been Everest, but it looked like a pretty nice peak from the vantage point of the 21st century. At the time, we all thought baseball cards would only get better and better every year, but that was probably too lofty of an expectation from the beginning. It only took until 1988 cards hit store shelves that spring to figure out that we were in for an adjustment. Topps looked pretty, but it was everywhere. Donruss looked pretty awful, and it was everywhere, including places Topps wasn't. And Fleer? Well, Fleer seemed to be a bit scarcer. It wasn't bleeding out into the streets like Donruss was. Whereas the 1987 Fleer had taken a step toward what we had imagined a premium set might look like, the 1988 cards seemed gimmicky, cheap. The red, white, and blue with sprinkles design always reminded me of a Little Debbie 4th of July snack cake, and combined with the cheesy backs to make the whole thing seem like one of Fleer's cheapo box sets on growth hormone. Like big old Refco Presents Baseball Stars and Sorta Stars and Commons and Guys You've Never Heard of box set that you could pick up for $30 with the purchase of any piece of home medical equipment, minimum purchase $100. Part of the cheese that I suppose was intended to be artistry and sophisticated was the white ghostly fade-in at the top of the cards, where each photo jetted over the top for a flat 3D effect. Now, Fleer had used a similar device in 1987, and I wasn't crazy about it then either, but it was something fresh to try. Once. When the fade came back in 1988, though, it seemed to eat even more photo real estate. As a result, there are tons of pose shots and close-up action shots that really aren't action shots, and tiny little figurine pictures. But one guy who shows up as none of that is Chicago Cubs catcher Jody Davis, number 414. Davis makes no concessions for this card. He is a catcher in the middle of a play at the plate, and he's got a tag to make. Runner dude looks out to me. Davis is in full lunge mode, ready to eat dirt if he has to. You can keep your little misty stuff at the top of the card too, because Davis is having none of it. He's more than happy to duck down, not just to nab the runner, but also to stay the hell away from your cakey white perfume Fleer. He will, however, doff his catcher's mask because, you gotta show off the grill. So yeah, I picked another catcher. And? It's Jody Davis. He's railing against the degradation of our hobby. He's fighting the Fleer frou-frou and winning. He's got the best card of the 1988 Fleer baseball set. Like our video? Then like our video and subscribe to our channel. WaxPackGods.com